started and talk with you about nutrition basics. Viola, thank you for being here today.
Okay, thank you, Joyce. And thank you, everybody, for coming to the session today. This is the Basic Nutrition Workshop. It's always the big question with diabetes. What can I eat? How much can I eat? So we want to answer those questions today and talk about portion sizes and serving sizes for diabetes that really helps control glucose levels when you learn those carbohydrate foods and protein foods and fats and what are healthy serving Every size. Serving of carbohydrate equals 15 grams. 3 to 4 servings is saying the same thing as eating 45 to 60 grams of carbohydrate for each meal. And we start out very simply with breads. So 1 slice of bread, and I have a nice whole grain piece of bread here. It's 1 serving. Next I have a standard hamburger bun. Again, white or wheat, that doesn't change the serving size. It's just that if I did have this bun and wheat, it wouldn't raise the blood sugar quite as high as this white one is. But still, half of a hamburger or a hot dog bun is 1 serving of carbohydrate. So if you have the whole bun at the cookout this weekend, this is 2 servings of carbohydrate. Half of your grains, can be whole grain items. So, if you do have something like white bagel in the morning, then certainly at lunch you want to try to have more of a whole grain source, a better source of carbohydrate. Like a half a cup of sweet potato, a half a cup of peas. Peas are probably the only green thing that's starchy, right, Joyce?
Yeah.
So just, everything else green you don't have to worry, but if you're going to eat peas, remember the peas are going to raise your blood sugar. Corn is the starchy vegetable, half a cup. So I know we're going to have beans. So half a cup of beans is also a serving. 1/3 cup of spaghetti noodles. There's 1/3 cup of brown rice. So the same amount of carbohydrate, but the brown rice is a better choice. If you think about your 1/3 cup measuring cup, that's pretty small for 1 serving of carbohydrate. So if you do have 1 cup of cooked pasta or 1 cup of cooked rice, this would be your 3 servings of carbohydrate. After you put it on your plate, go back and use your measuring cup to see how accurate your guesstimate is. And the goal is to have at least 2 servings of fruit every day. With fruit, because it's a simple sugar, we do like for you to spread it out. So, if you enjoy 2-3 servings of fruit a day, you don't eat it at one time because of how quickly it raises the glucose level. And be safe in a sense to say that if it's like fresh fruit or you're making a fruit salad, 3/4 to 1 cup of fresh is a carb serving. I'll show you the models in a moment. A half a cup of canned fruit is a carb serving. And about a 1/4 cup of dried fruit is a carb serving. You want your meals to be balanced with some protein. Protein provides satiety, so it makes you feel full longer. And it also has a way of helping to even out the glucose level a little bit later on. So having some protein with each meal is what we like to have. Some fat in your meals as well. There's certain fats that we need to get from our diets. So that's why we recommend the small amounts of nuts, or if you don't like nuts, certainly you can get it from olive oil or canola oil, or if you like avocado or different kinds of seeds, or ways to incorporate those small amounts of healthy fats at your meals. And there's a question on each sample meal: how many carbohydrate servings are in this meal?
A cup of cooked oatmeal, 3/4 of a cup of fresh blueberries, a packet of artificial sugar, something like Splenda, a 1/4 cup of walnuts, a cup of skim milk. So the question for all of you is, how many carbohydrate servings are in this meal? So Blue Ridge, talk to us about this breakfast.
1 cup of cooked oatmeal is 2. Blueberries is 1 serving. The walnut should be a protein, so none. And the milk is 1. So we came up with 4.
Excellent. Right on all counts.